A pregnant Arctic wolf looks for shelter. There is a softer mound in the valley. It found a warm nest here, and successfully gave birth to a litter of cubs. In order to take care of the cubs, it starved for several days. Hungry and cold, it looks up to the sky and howls. I hope my partner can bring it food. However, its barking attracted the enemy's 3 white wolves. The young mother wolf accidentally built dens on the territory of other wolves. Wolves are very territorial. What awaits it is likely to be a brutal killing. Hello everyone. Welcome to our channel. Let's get together in this episode. On the trail of Arctic wolves. Ellesmere Island is located in the Arctic Circle, surrounded by the bitterly cold Arctic Ocean. The permafrost here is hard as iron. The Inuit were the first to come here to hunt. Vikings also visited here in the 10th century. But because the living environment is too harsh, humans are gradually evacuating the island. Only a handful of animals can survive here. Arctic wolf is one of them. Every year after the autumnal equinox, the Arctic region is gradually entering the polar night. In the morning the sun breaks away the snow quilt, walked close to the horizon and then went back. On the very day of the winter solstice, the entire Arctic Circle will fall into a long night. Winter here lasts 8 months. Arctic wolves want to survive here, must challenge the tough prey. They are 5 to 6 times the size of wolves, and with deadly horns. The strength of a lone wolf simply cannot compete with it. A herd of musk oxen defending in groups can easily persuade Arctic wolves. It's already March. There is no sign of spring returning to the earth at all. Eureka's wolf pack has 14 members. Relying on powerful wolf pack tactics, they can still eat beef. Eureka, wolf pack growing in size, thanks to the wise leadership of the Wolf King, Alpha. Of course, the strong support of the Wolf Queen, Snow White, is also indispensable. The bond of love deeply holds the Wolf King and the Wolf Queen. They are even more loyal to each other than some higher animals. Ultra-low temperature of -40 degrees Celsius. Frozen cow remnants into ice lumps. Although the sharp teeth of the Arctic, but it is still very hard to lift the hard bones. It's good to have meat. This exotic she-wolf has been hungry for a long time. It moves closer to the food step by step with its tail between its legs. Just ask for a bite of cold meat leftovers. The male wolf who is eating ignores it. It seems that it is acquiescing. But the Wolf King and Wolf Queen will never give in. Alpha rushed over first, throwing the little she-wolf round and round. Then, Snow White went to help out. Fortunately, the little she-wolf ran fast and was able to escape. There is no such thing as a free lunch. It's not about kindness or cruelty. The Wolf King and the Wolf Queen must first guarantee members of one's own group must eat enough. Here things are the top priority. As the sun's altitude angle rises day by day, the rare summer is gradually showing up. This bow guest is a hothead. Don't stay here long and don't leave. All animals that live in extremely cold places must make the most of the short summer. Store food, thrive. A cute Arctic fox, busy hunting lemmings. This trick is the skill of listening to the sound to identify the position and detecting objects from the air. It is likely to be from the same school as the red fox master. Shaking the head to accurately determine the location of the prey. A fierce sun plunged into the snow. Fat lemmings become its fat reserves. Mottled tundra exposed after snowmelt. A pregnant coyote sits on top of it. It wants to catch lemmings like the Arctic fox. It's a pity that the technology has not yet been mastered. The little she-wolf has been homeless for 2 weeks. Hunger and loneliness torment it all the time. It desperately needs to find a warm home. Finally found a soft mound in the valley. It made its lair here, and successfully gave birth to 5 cubs. In order to take care of the cubs, it starved for several days. Hungry and cold, it looks up to the sky and howls. I hope my partner can bring it food. However, its barking attracted the enemy's 3 white wolves. Wolves are very territorial. 3 white wolves patrolling their territory found something unusual. And Mother Wolf also sensed the danger. With 1 against 3, there is no chance of winning. It wants to safely transfer young. But it's too late. The best way right now is to tune the tiger away from the mountain. Lure the 3 white wolves away. It takes the initiative to go forward and deliberately let the other party find itself. Then quickly turned around and fled, attracting the opponent to follow and chase. But after chasing a long way, the 3 wolves suddenly stopped, then turned back to the valley. Along the way, they seem to have found a major problem. Until they find their nest in the mound. The smell of a few wolf cubs comes from here. Childish cries also came out at the same time. 300 wolves kill. There is no chance of the wolf cub surviving. The best way to eliminate your opponent. It is to cut the weeds and eradicate the roots, so that there will be no future troubles. The competition for survival is so cruel. Young Mother Wolf accidentally steps into wrong territory. Ended up so miserable. A wolf's beak sounded sadly from the hillside in the distance. Mother Wolf watches her babies killed, but dare not rush over and fight recklessly. In that case, I can only bury a few children with me. Until the 3 white wolves walk away. Only then did Mother Wolf turn back quietly. It's all over. The snowfield is suddenly silent and scary. I can't hear even a groan of pain. Mother Wolf sniffs around. Even if we can find the last single seedling. It's a pity it's been through a lot of hardships. In exchange for an empty nest. On the vast snowy field. Leaving only its sad and insignificant figure. Where there is death, there is life. Where there is sorrow, there is joy. A lonely wolf mother struggles to survive. And Snow White, sheltered by wolves, just had triplets. The Wolf King, Alpha, is guarding the side. The whole wolf pack is excited. What is even more gratifying is, these 3 wolf cubs not only have their own mother, there is also a godmother who loves them. Just a few days ago, a stray she-wolf successfully joined the Eureka wolf pack. It has a black spot at the base of its tail. Although the features are obvious, but the identity is a mystery. The wolves not only embrace the black spot, it is also given the privilege of entering the nest to take care of young Hui. This phenomenon is extremely rare. It is likely to be the former sister of Snow White, returned after leaving. Even so, in this cruel place, if you want to raise young Hui safely, all members should not be taken lightly. The wolves have a clear division of labor and perform the duties. Some go hunting, some stay in their nests. Their territory is very vast. Wolves can travel more than 30 kilometers a day in search of prey. But when you are lucky, the food will also be delivered to your door. North Pole is free to hit and hit by mistake. Black Spot then launched an attack. Speed up to 60 kilometers per hour. The wolf smashed the rabbit, 1 step away. Although the rabbit is fast, but the IQ is worrying. Headlong into the ambush circle of wolves. In an instant, he was bitten tightly by 2 wolves, and he was chopped into pieces. Most of the rabbit meat was eaten by Snow White. It must produce enough milk to feed its young. Black Spot chased for a long time and only got a little fur. But it doesn't complain. On a sunny afternoon, Snow White was a little restless. It is full of tangles trying to change the cave for the children. Snow White rarely exhibits such anomalous behavior. It looks like something weird is going to happen. The Wolf King took his team out hunting. The remaining female wolves must be vigilant. I have to say that the intuition of Snow White is too accurate. Not long after, a dirty female wolf rushed over. Snow White immediately led the team to defend. Although the invaders were besieged by 4 wolves, but still doing crazy things. It tries to get into the cave where the cubs are hiding. Fortunately, the black dot took the first step to block it. The intruder desperately squeezed into the hole. Snow White pulled it out desperately. If he is allowed to get it, Xiao Hui will either die or be injured. I thought this battle of disparity in strength will end in killing, but surprisingly, After the Snow Princess party dragged the intruder out. Let it go. Maybe they knew each other before. Jung-in has no way of knowing. By June, there's not much snow left on the ground. The 3 baby wolves are growing up. They spend more and more time outside the cave.